Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set.
5 count.
5, 4, 3.
Good morning, Mepham. Today is Wednesday, April 5th, day 2. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy Wednesday, Pirates.
Wait, Hannah, isn't that the intro to the Morning Announcements, not the Midweek Update?
Well, it's Wednesday and we have break coming up, so it's taking the place of announcements.
You know what? I was confused because when you sent that email, I was like, I've never hosted Midweek before.
Well, there's a first for everything. So, welcome to the show. It's about time you're here.
So happy I finally get to be on this show.
I guess I'm happy too. Anyway, this week we'll take a look at the Bellmore Library, a special dog bakery, the start of the spring sports season, and a senior interview.
This and more as we take a look at what's going on this week on Midweek Update. I'm Sean McQuillan.
And I'm Hannah Broxmeyer, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
One thing I know I love about the community is dogs.
I know you love Chase because he's always on the case.
Chase is always on the case. Shout out to Paw Patrol. But he can only be on the case if he has some good treats.
Have you been to the dog bakery to get him some good treats?
The what?
The dog bakery right here in Bellmore.
No, but I think my dogs might like that.
You should really go. But you want to know what the best part is?
There's actual dogs in the store.
Yes! B&B's Thomas DeSalvo went to the bakery to show us more.
Yeah, he said you guys have one.
All right, cool. And it's the We do a whole bunch of things. We bake our own dog treats in-house, little cakes, crunchy treats. We sell a plethora of dog foods, all high-grade ingredients, all premium foods.
Treats that we make are human-grade foods. We can eat it, and we make them fresh daily or weekly, depending on the demand. And there are not many stores around New York that actually make this quality of dog treats. The original owners had issues with their dogs where they had multiple allergies, and there was no area or products that were being sold that catered to the allergies that their pets had. So what they decided to do was open up their own business, or they started small by baking.
We did a fundraiser and raffle for a rescue that rehabilitates and rescues dogs from Puerto Rico, brings them up here, rehabilitates them medically and behaviorally, sends them out to good homes. What we did was we actually had them here for a couple of hours on a Saturday. And we held a raffle, we had people meet and greet the puppies, and a lot of them have been rehomed since.
That is actually the cutest place I've ever seen.
Q, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just like really excited. I need to take my dogs there.
I can tell.
I think I need to go somewhere to help calm myself down.
Maybe go read a book.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No way.
Yeah, I wanted to show you my package.
What's it on?
If there's books involved, where do you think it's located?
I don't know.
The library, the Bellmore Library.
Oh, that makes more sense. I haven't been there in a long time. I should really go.
You really should. Just watch this package, then you'll really want to go.
I can't wait to see it.
The North Bellmore Public Library has been a staple within the Bellmore-Merrick community since 1962. Seeing pages flipped and empty shelves in the kids and adults section nowadays involve a little more than just paper.
We've seen an increase in the ebook and the audiobook downloads. As of this year, there's already been over 1 million downloads in Nassau County that we've seen. But people do, different generations, and even people of all ages still enjoy reading the hardcover books.
I'd say there's still the demand for the print books, but we are seeing more and more people use ebooks and audiobooks. So I would say it's a healthy mix of both.
The COVID-19 shutdown in March of 2020 hindered many businesses. The library had to undergo many adaptive changes to somehow still bring in consumers. What did they do? Well, they turned to the new digital era of reading.
At this point, we still do see a good amount of people coming into the library, but we do see a large number also accessing our ebook collection. So people, instead of ordering ebooks on Amazon, they are able to get ebooks for free through the library's downloadable Nassau Digital Doorway program that we have.
It's about convenience, so if it's convenient for people, they'll do it. So I think when it comes to ebooks, people are just able to download at their time and leisure. But at the same time, I think there's a demand for the print books, and again, it's a healthy mix of both.
In 2021 and 2022, the library went through many renovations to make their library a more interactive learning environment for the whole community, and not just a place for reading.
The library is a great place for all activities, reading. I tutor here because it just has everything you need here. It has a bunch of information, and your friends can come here and study, and it's a great resource to have.
We actually are starting to see more people come back post-pandemic at this point, but we've been working very hard in getting more people back into the building through increasing our in-house programming and also building up our children's section, that families with young children are coming back into the library to get their kids out of the house.
We thought there would be a decrease, but ever since post-pandemic, we've seen more and more people come into the library. And I think we attribute to that as a community center. People are just coming in. We have programming for children, for teens, for adults, and we offer just a wide range of services when it comes to computers, when it comes to technology. We have a library of things, a 3D printer, we have ebooks, and just everything is combined into the library.
For STN, I'm Sean McQuillan.
See? Don't you want to go now?
Yeah, I guess I do, but after we film.
First, I'm so happy sports are back.
Me too, and so is Ryan Marr.
During B&B's Game of the Week, on Monday, Ryan helped to give a mid-game update.
I'm Ryan Marr here on the Mepham turf. The spring season has begun, but it's still windy out here. Anyway, we are here on the at the girls' Mepham lacrosse game as we are at halftime, as they are up 6-5. As spring season is off to a good start. Pretty much all the teams have begun with games, and it's going off to a good start. So that's it from me, and back to you guys up in the studio.
Thanks, Ryan. To see more about the new sports season, here's your favorite sports reporter.
Jake Manno gives us the better sports report. Sorry, Matt.
Thanks, Hud. The first wave of spring sports has finally kicked off, so let's get right into it. Monday, the softball team took on East Meadow, where they weren't able to pull out the win as they took a hard loss of 7-3. But watch out for them as they took on Syosset yesterday in their bounce-back game. Now to baseball, as they continued their undefeated season after their 9-0 win over Cary. Michael Cuccinello went 3 for 3 on the day with a double, RBI, and a run for the Pirates. Congratulations to the baseball team, and good luck with the rest of the season. Now, over to the turf, as the girls' lacrosse team took on Plainedge in B&B's Game of the Week. So if you missed any of it, make sure to check that out only on the B&B YouTube channel. Leah Smith and Haley Honekamp got B&B's Player of the Game in honor in their 10-9 win in overtime. And the boys took on Roslyn, looking to put their name back into the top of the conference. That's it for me. Good luck to all the teams during their spring season. I'm Jake Manno, and back to you guys in the studio, and have a great break, everyone.
Thanks, Jake. If you've been watching Midweek Update for the past couple of years, you know that during the last few episodes, we have a very special segment.
Yeah, Hannah. Every year we talk to a B&B senior every week to talk about their time in the program in the last 4 years.
To start off this year, we have the one and only Lily Yepez. So, welcome to the show, Lily.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm so excited.
Bravo, bravo. So happy you could take time out of your busy schedule to come and reflect with us.
I'm so happy you could be here. I'm actually on my way to a game, so I'm glad I had the time to stop here.
I'm so happy too, and go look at your game later. So, Lily, what have the past 4 years in B&B been like for you?
So the past 4 years in B&B have been really unforgettable because I was so excited to come into high school, and I've done so many other things, but I never thought that B&B would have been as impactful for me as it has been. So after leaving here, like what I'm going to remember about high school is obviously like my friends and the memories, but majority of it is going to be like what I learned here in B&B.
That's great. Now, what are some of the biggest things you've accomplished during your time in the program?
So during my time in the program, I've been fortunate enough to host Sports Talk, which I've been a part of since sophomore year. So I've worked my way up to that. I ended up interviewing the New York State legislator, Mr. Harrington, the superintendent. I interviewed a Cambodian Buddhist monk on the side of the road in California. But I guess like the biggest accomplishment has been being able to learn the skills that I've learned as a freshman. I would have never thought that I would be able to edit the way I do, win STN awards with Hannah and Manno, and just really work with some like great people. And I even got to go to California, which was really awesome.
Lily, working with you has been the best over the past 4 years. So what advice would you give to the younger students in BMB and those who will join the program in the future?
Honestly, my biggest advice is BMB is what you make of it. As a freshman, it's a lot of learning. You learn Photoshop, you learn Premiere, and you learn just like how to make a story, but that's the biggest thing that you're going to take away is those fundamental skills, because that's what you build on for the next 3 years. And out of high school, that's what I'm going to use the most is those editing skills, because Mr. Stein said, like when I was an 8th grade or a freshman, he was like, this is the future. And it really is, because I've watched it grow into, you know, our life. I know Hannah and Q have grown into these positions, and this is what they want to do. So even if I'm not planning to go into broadcasting, I'm going to use these skills for the rest of my life.
Now, Lily, a hard hitter here. What will you miss most about B&B after this year?
That's a really hard question, because B&B has become like a family, the B&B family, as Q you say. But I'm going to miss coming in and seeing everybody's face, because I didn't think that as a freshman I would walk into here and make such a connection. If you told freshman year Lily that she adores Matthew Manno, I would be like, you're crazy. Or that I made 7 packages with Hannah Broxmeyer. Like, that's just not something that I would have thought. So I'm really going to miss that connection that I made with people, and, you know, just like being surrounded by people who are just so eager to learn and like who really care about you.
There is no one else in this program I would love to make 7 packages with besides you. So thank you so much for coming, Lily.
These past 4 years have been unforgettable with you.
I couldn't agree more. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Midweek Update. We'll be back next week with all new stories from around the BMCHSD to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see.
Until then, I'm Sean McQuillan.
And I'm Hannah Broxmeyer, and we'll see you all next midweek.
That was great.
Are we done?
That was so.
Bust it.